I never did make it to the crystal shop, you guys. It's okay, I'll make my way. Like I said, there's a lot of things that I didn't get a chance to do, but I will. I think right now, where my mind is exactly where it needs to be. It high-key feels good too. It does. It feels really good. It feels like growth. It feels like enlightenment in a way. Self-enlightenment and enlightenment in reference to what's going on around me. Like I was talking about earlier about time and how I'm placing more value on time now because I have to steal my time back that was stolen from me. You know? Let's see what's going on here. I saw something online that said something about it was something about like humbling people or whatever, like when people really need to be humbled or whatever. And I said to myself, I was like, I've heard people say that about me during my chapter in SoCal especially. And I said to myself, I was like, let me tell you something about somebody who gets their confidence from the Most High. Okay? Baby, you ain't gonna be able to shake that. I'ma just be honest. You're not gonna be able to shake that. And you'll be mad. You'll spend a lot of time angry at that person for being confident in themselves and their ability. You'll be doing all kinds of work and you won't, it's not gonna really, you get what I'm saying? I hope I'm making sense in that moment, because I know I didn't say everything I wanted to say, right? But it's like you'll be hurting yourself by trying to constantly go after someone who is, you know, their whole life source is the light. It's not the darkness. They have aspects, dark aspects of who they are, but for the most part, it's like that's not enough. You know what I'm saying? For you to be like attracted to them and like, gotta take over your life. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. You know? It makes you look like a hater when you hate on people like that. Like when you do things to people like that, oh, they got to be humble. We gotta humble this. It's like, hey, you were trying to humble somebody who was already humble. It's just my exterior. My exterior is very confident. Internally, I'm also very confident as well. But I also know how to humbly say, I don't know anything about that. You know, let me take some time and learn about that first before I actually speak on that. You know what I mean? Let me experience life a little bit more before I finish that book and throw it out there just for the money. Right? Come on. You gotta think like that. You know? I didn't need to be humbled. I actually just needed somebody to listen and understand. You know? Just call it what it is. It's female energy. That's toxic feminine energy when you are hearing things like that. No matter who it's coming from. You know? Very toxic feminine energy. They would call it karmic in the spiritual world or realm. They would call karmic energy is what they would call it. You know? And people think that they like to choose how people are going to be categorized. No, that person's a karmic, that person is this, that person is a divine being, that person is... We're all cut from the same cloth. You know, we all just ended up in different spaces. You know, that's all. We all have different treatments and different, you know, we're all made from the same cloth though. You know? It's just sometimes some of us are not going to understand one another. And that's where we have to meet on that line and say, okay, I want to understand you. So I have some questions. Are you open to answering those questions so that I can better understand you? And when you do that, you're sending a message to that person that says, I actually care about I care about what I do to this person. I care about how that person perceives me. I care about how that person experiences me. I care about what that person feels about me when they walk away from me. That's what that means. And it doesn't have to necessarily be just intimate. It doesn't have to be just intimate relationships. It could just be people in passing. Literally, I'm getting off of a train. I'm going to a destination. Person just came from a destination, getting on the train. We happen to pass each other. You know, it's the same thing. It's the same. If we have an experience or an interaction in some kind of way, it's the same thing. You know, just say what it was. It was toxic feminine energy that did that. You know, and not all of them were feminine. Not all of them were women. It's just toxic feminine energy. And I'm going to continue to have to go through certain things because of that toxic feminine energy. Now, do I think that that energy can be rehabilitated? Absolutely. I do. I feel like it can. But it takes for the host to want to do it. You know? You have to want to be different. You have to want to be a clear thinking individual that is unbiased and not easy to judge people and doesn't drag people for nothing, you know? But who knows? It may never happen. And to me, I'm okay with that because I know who I am. And I know that whether I look like a bum or whatever, it doesn't matter. I know what I bring in the room with me when I step in the room. You know? And I think there are a lot of people who are not necessarily in favor of that either. I've been literally banned from certain places, I heard. Lord have mercy. I was like, really? Really? How so? You know? They said they banned me from certain places, y'all. I said, well, as long as I'm not banned from no countries, I'm fine. Okay? I'm completely fine, honey. Y'all, you're not comfortable with my energy? That means I must be packing some real big energy, honey. If you gotta ban me from a place, come on now. That's doing so much. But I was kind of honored when I heard it. I was like, oh, really? Well, that's interesting. That's really interesting, actually. Before somebody will get on the phone with me and have a conversation with me, they'll make moves to ban me from a place. Child, if that's not telling, now that is telling. But it's okay, I forgive you, baby, because I know you don't know me like that, you know? I get it. You don't know me. You only know what people show you. You only know, like, the little bits and pieces that people probably show you about me. And what you probably see, maybe you don't like. It is what it is. You don't have to. You really don't. I promise you, you don't. It's not going to make or break my day. I promise you. Just like if I felt the same way about you, it wouldn't make or break yours either. Trust me. We are two individuals who are doing our own thing and trying to figure out our journeys in a particular way that can't necessarily be, it can't be taken off course at all. Just being honest. It doesn't matter who has what, who owns what, who runs what, who builds what. It doesn't matter. When it comes to somebody's ordained journey, baby. You gotta let them have it. You know? I see you, sir. I love those big old, like the what do you call it? I don't have any tattoos, obviously. Well, I don't have any tattoos. Some people know that. Anyway, some people know that, some people don't. But I don't have any tattoos anywhere on my body, right? But I love to see like when they do all the creative work on the arm, the sleeve, they call it a sleeve, right? I love to see that. It doesn't make sense to me though when I see the sleeve and the tattoo is like just like completely cut off like at the sleeve. I'd be like, it should like kind of like veer off into the chest part or something, shouldn't it? Like it should like continue a little bit, you know, like I don't know, maybe that's just the artist in me, the creative in me that kind of sees it that way. I don't know. But I saw somebody and he just like literally, it was just like from here all the way down, and I was like, I wonder why he didn't think to like, you know, like allow, like say for example, if it was like a grapevine or something like that, right? Like why cut the grapevine off right there just so that people can see the sleeve when you can have like grapes, you know, like kind of falling off the shoulder and doing little things, and the vine just kind of like curling up around your, you know what I mean? Like why you don't let the story continue. Don't put the whole story out there for everybody to see on the sleeve. You know, allow it to give some mystery to people as well, so that people want to know what's past that fabric, right? So, yeah. But I do look at those. I'll be like, ooh, that's interesting. I like that. I saw a lady the other day, and she had the most beautiful artwork on her arm. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, it was so beautiful. It was very, like, it looked like a live picture. And I was just like, wow, that's so amazing. Like, seriously. I don't have that type of skill set. I do like artists, though. I like graffiti art, too. I like to stop and look at graffiti art. I think it's like, I don't know, it's something about it. But I know it has meaning, and I don't be knowing the meaning behind some of it, so I be kind of careful about that, you know? I don't be wanting to get in trouble with none of the local organizations and that thing. But I do like to see the like, you know, the tagging and stuff like that. I do like seeing that. I like the artwork. I was like, I would like to have like a jacket, like a puffer or something like that with just like custom artwork just for me, you know, just specifically for Ty. I would love to see something like that. I might learn how to do it just so that I can do it myself. I'll just like, I don't need to tag anything or whatever. I just want to like do it myself so that I can have my own little puffer that's custom. But anyway, you guys, so I hope everybody got what they wanted. I hope so. Even if you came into the situation maliciously with very ill intentions towards me, I hope you got what you wanted out of it. I hope that it wasn't in vain. Just know you're gonna have to pay for the shit that you did to me. Just know that. Because honey, Most High don't play about me. He do not play about me. I promise you he don't.